Just waiting for it. It's saying it's live. I got to make sure. Okay, now we're live. I just want to make sure because the other one was with the green shirt. It was still sitting there in limbo. So that probably didn't even go to YouTube until now. All right, so we are live. Let's go ahead and get our disclaimer done. I do not have license to give financial advice. This call is of my own opinion about a platform to which we are all participating. Any and all conversations on this call is for entertainment purposes only and educational. Do your own due diligence on any and everything that I may talk about on this call, and make sure that you understand fully before you participate. All right. With that being said, I guess we need a refresher because I got a phone call this afternoon from someone who was invited, and they did everything 100% incorrect. Now, for the past month, literally, we have talked about Team Royal and how to participate with it. For a while there, I was assisting people to get in, and then I distinctly said that it was closed until I got caught up. Well, the individual that called me this afternoon said that they were told to sign up. I don't know what the conversation was, but it seemed all mixed up. The individual said that they were told to get an LLC join, and they're supposed to get $100 from me. Now, number one, that's 100% incorrect. Okay. The assistance that I was doing has been turned off for almost 2 weeks now. So why this individual was told to join, get an LLC, and look for $100 from me? That's because half information was given, bits and pieces. Now, I asked everyone to experience the sign-up process when I was assisting people into the sister company. That's finding or having someone that you know that you're going to sign up. Now, in that process, you are supposed to walk them through it. Okay? I know I said that. We can go back to the videos and look it up. But there's a process on how to sign up. And to give a person a link and say, just sign up, do this, and let them go was incorrect. This is why I did that. So you can experience what it takes to sign someone up. It is not just to give them a link and say, call him for $100. That's incorrect. The platform is $249, not $149. Not call him for $100. Not sign him up or give him a link and don't walk him through the process. That's all no, 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 and no. Now, I will assist when I'm ready to assist. And I will let everyone know that that assistance is back on. But it's been off for 2 weeks. I get a call today. So let me just say this. If you are going to make it in either one of these platforms a Promise Delivered or Team Royal. It is going to require you to do one thing, and that's follow instructions. Follow the process that we've already put together. We've already done this. You have to follow the process. If you don't, you're doing something wrong. And then it's going to create issues, like we have an issue now with this young man looking for $100 from me. Not going to happen, because he shouldn't have been told to do that. So let's go over the sign-up process once more so that everybody's on the same page. Is that all right? So the way it is done, if you're going to sign someone up, which that's over, that's completely over. If you want to bring someone to Team Royal, send them to 21dayhelp@gmail.com. Now, if you want them signed up under you, then you have to follow these steps that I'm getting ready to go over, which are on the website. If you are confused about how to explain it to someone, it's on the website. That's why the website is up there. Okay? So, if you're going to sign someone up, the first thing you want to do is make sure that they have had a chance to go to the website and watch the video on how to sign up. And I'm going to do another sheet like you saw with a Promise Delivered, because there are some steps that need to be explained out in the sign up process. So let's start with you signing someone up. And this goes for everybody on this call. If you decide to sign someone up, the first thing they do, you're going to ask them to go to the website, click on more, and click on how to get started with Team Royal, and watch all the videos, read the information, and then get back to you once they have read it. Because in there, it explains that Team Royal is a monthly obligation. During the sign-up process, it tells you a monthly obligation of $149.97 every month. I've heard people say, well, no one told me that. I've heard people say, well, I only had to pay the $149 one time. I've heard people say that I'm supposed to give them $100. I'm supposed to give them $100. See, when you help people, they only hear one thing. He's going to give you $100. Not the requirements of it, not, okay, let's make sure that's still available, not call me up, are you still doing it? None of that happened. None of it. Once they have watched the video, they've gone to the website, they've read everything, and they say, okay, yeah, I see what this is. I understand. Yeah, I still want to sign up. Okay, are you aware that it's $249? Yes. If they say yes, which they should, because that is the price of it. This, like I said, the assistance was something I chose to do. Me. I chose to do that. It's not supposed to happen. It's not, oh, I'll sign up, he'll give me $100 back. No. That's not how that's set up. It's a gift. You have to make sure the gift is still available. Once they decide, yeah, I want to sign up, sounds great, good. Let's go through the process. Do you have my link? No, you haven't emailed it to me yet. Okay, let me get that over to you. And then you just go through the steps with them. Don't just send the email to them and say, sign up, I'll talk to you later. No. If you are signing someone up, then you have to take full responsibility to make sure that they sign up correctly. When you get to the website, click on the Get Started in the top right-hand corner. Do you see my name up there? Yes, I see it. Click on that Get Started. Great. You see the $249 option for a business opportunity? Yes, it's on the left-hand side. Click that, Get Started. Okay? This is what you should be saying. Once they get in that part, fill out the information. You have to put your social security in there. You have to do this, that, and the other. Unless you're signing up a business, you have to put both, not just the business. You have to put your first name, last name, your social, the business name, the EIN that's connected to it. If they're signing up a business. If they're signing up themselves, just their first and last name. Follow the other information that's on the page. Don't leave anything blank. Pick your website name. Make sure that your payment option is good. Put that in. There's a couple boxes that you need to check. The CAPTCHA and the agreement. It's a little small box, so you have to make sure that they see it. Do you see that little box? Yeah, I see it. Click that, put a check in it. That's assisting someone into a system that they've never seen the back office. You've only seen it once. So how would they know what to do? You have to assist. So after they've done that, they put their initials in the gray box. Did you do this? Did you check that? Check this again. Get your password. Everything's in there? Yeah, great. Click the join now. When you click the join now, hold on a minute because it has to prove the account has the funds. So it may go around and around and around for a few seconds or two. Don't click back. Don't re-click join. Just sit still. You have to tell people this. That's the way their system works. It's not like when you go to Amazon, you put all your stuff in, you click pay, and it goes to the next page, boom, 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 done. This is not that. So you have to tell them that, because if you don't tell them that, they're going to click the back button or they're going to click that join now again, and now they have two, because it's going to charge a second time. It's happened. But unless you tell the person that you're signing up, they won't know that. And yes, everything that I just said is going to go on the website in a short bite, step for step. Because it needs to happen. Because I know from this phone call this afternoon, we're not explaining how to get in. We're just giving them the link and say sign up. Call him for $100. Well, if they were able to do the $249 to get in, they didn't need the $100. That was actually for people that just could not afford it. Shocker. After they've gone through that, it will log them into the back office, and you tell them that. So just hold on a minute. If it goes to the back office, you're good to go. If it doesn't, you may need to fix something. The little squares or whatever where you type in the information will turn red if it's incorrect or needs to be fixed. When you get into that CAPTCHA will kick out. You only get to click it once. If something happened in the form and didn't go through, you have to click it again. If you don't, it's going to kick out. Okay, I've gone through that. You've gone through that. Make sure everything's good the first go. Click the join now, wait a few minutes, boom, it pops into the back office. What's the next thing they're supposed to do? The very next thing, click on My Business, go to My Quick Stats. Just below your name is your URL. It'll start with the name of the company.com. Click it. When it takes you to the website, you're to highlight and copy your URL. Now, maybe this is the language that the gentleman was talking about that I was using. What did he say? Some crazy technical terminology. A URL is www. Everybody on the planet knows that. Should. It's where you type in www.gofish.com. It's in the browser. Everybody should know where the browser is. It's up there where you put the www. If you click on it one time, it'll highlight whatever's up there. Then you right click on it. And this is what I'm going to put in that sheet. So you will see everything I just said in a 1, 2, 3, 4 thing. Okay? Highlight it. Copy it. Then you go back to the website. Okay? Our website. Click on the return link button on the Team Royal, how to get started with Team Royal. So you got to tell them to go back to that website, our website, Promise Delivered, LLC.com. They need to keep that open. Because if they don't return their link to the system, the Hive, then they don't get fed. Okay? Now, once they go back to Promise Delivered, click on the return form link, put their form in there, their information, send that off. It goes to the Hive. That's back to us. What do they do next? Oh, Kevin, check your email. You should have received 3 emails. A welcome email, a registration for e-wallet, and upline the other information just to let you know what you've just joined. But the 2 important things is the first welcome email, your link is in there. Middle of the page. Your link is right there. So if you ever decide to enroll someone, you know where your link is. And we should have a copy of that. Second email, e-wallet registration. And make sure they do this immediately, because if they start getting a bunch of emails, it'll push it down, it'll push it to the next page, and they won't be able to find it. They won't be able to log into their e-wallet because they didn't activate it. That registration email activates the e-wallet. And then you go through the steps to do that, which is having a picture of your driver's license. Front, if the address is on it, you only need the front. You have to have your bank account routing. You won't need that until after it's validated, but you might as well have it. Routing and account number. I suggest you use the savings account. So whatever you withdraw out of there, it goes to the savings account. You should know why I'm saying that. If you do know why I'm saying that, you should be sharing that with them as well. See, there's a lot of catch up. No mustard, but a lot of catch up. You have to catch this person up to what you've already done and what we've already discussed on this call. Okay, once they activate the e-wallet, then they have to log in and start the validation process. Once they get in there, they set their they're going to have in that registration email is going to be a username, which is the ID number, and they're going to create a password for you for the first time. You need that password, so highlight and copy that. Don't write it down and try to type it. Highlight and copy. All right? So you go back to the e-wallet, you put in the ID number, which will be in the email above the password that they give you. You can write that down. Go back to the e-wallet registration, put the ID number in, and paste in the password that they created for you. Right? See all these steps? A lot of you don't even know these steps because you struggled through it and didn't remember it. Once you get in, once you're in the back office, the next step is to go through the form up top. It's going to ask you your first name, last name. Are you a male, female? You know, crazy question. Answer every question. Don't leave nothing blank. If it doesn't pertain to you, of course, leave it. But make sure you go through it and make sure that they'll be highlighted or highlighted. I don't know how you say that word in the past tense, but you know what I mean. They'll be stepped out. So answer those and make sure you go through all the steps there. And when you get down to the bottom of that part, you're going to have to put in your driver's license. Now, what I recommend when you take the picture of the driver's license, now we all know how this works. The driver's license has that glossy finish on it. Okay, it's shiny. Right? See that glare jumping off of there? You don't want no glare. So the best way to do that is to get right underneath like a lamp and get as close over top of it as you can without shadows. Okay, you might have to do it on a slight angle, but try to get a nice clear picture without gloss or glare from the light and no shadow. Because if there's shadow over it, they're going to say, we can't see it. And then they'll kick it out. It already takes 3 to 4 days to do this, so we want to make sure it's done right the first time. Tell them this, okay? Tell them this. This is important. If it's got a shadow on it, they're going to complain they can't see it. I'm telling you now. After you've put that in, there's a 3 to 4 day wait. Okay, that's them looking at the license, checking the, all the information to make sure you are who you say you are. And then they'll get back to you with an email. So this is what you'd want to tell them. Keep an eye on your email and always check spam. Start saying that. Because the more you say it, the more you'll do it. Okay, so we're not just checking the inbox anymore. Because of what we're doing in the system that we're working with, the stuff is going to spam. So if you don't check your spam, it's your fault. Okay? Flat out. Because I've said this on several occasions, it's recorded. So you can't say, oh, you didn't say that. Yes, I did. We're now checking inbox and spam every day. Especially once we launch a promise delivery. Not so much right now, unless you're signing up and you're waiting for that validation of your license. You got to check, maybe the second day, but definitely by the third or fourth day, look for that email. You need it to continue because the next step is putting in your banking. You can either do that through the profile or once you get it opened up, you can see where it says withdraw. You click on withdraw and it's going to ask you, how do you want to withdraw it? Do you want to put it on the card that they have? I don't recommend. It's not accessible everywhere. It's good, but it's not accessible everywhere. Do you want to put it on something else, direct deposit somewhere? Yes, I want to use my bank. But I'm going to use my savings account number, not my checking account number. And again, that information is already out. Why I say that? Share that information with them. What we are doing is financial literacy. So we're teach one, teach one, whatever. You know what I mean? Each one, teach one. Bring them up to speed on the stuff that you have learned. Right? So the next step, what's the next step? Once you put your banking in there, everything is all set up, you're ready to go. Now, are you done with that individual? Do you say, okay, I'm gone, I'm going to have a cup of coffee? No, there's still more information that they need. What is that information, Mr. Lewis? Well, that information would be when you have 3 people under you. Well, how would I get 3 people? Did you send your link back to the Hive or back to Team Royal? Yes. Well, their system will make sure that you have 3 people. once a promise delivered is launched. What's a promise delivered? I'll tell you on another call. I'll invite you to that one. When you have 3 people, your next step is to purchase an outside membership. Outside membership? What is that? Explain it to them. The outside membership is a qualifying membership that is also monthly. Okay? When you have your 3 people, you're ready to start receiving daily income. But in order to qualify for it, you have to purchase or sign up an outside membership direct to your link. What do you mean direct to my link? Remember that link that you saw when you logged in under Quick Stats? You click on it and it took you to the website. Remember that? Yeah. Do that again. This time, you're going to click on the one on the right. It says membership $149. And what do I do then? The same thing. You can give it to someone. I don't suggest that. You can let people use it, but do not give them the pay right to it. You want to make sure you maintain the monthly obligation of $149. You have to say these things to people. You have to say it so they know what's going on. Well, you said it was $149 for this one. You're telling me to go get another account that's $149. That's $300. Yes, sir, it is. Yes, ma'am, it is. But if you get on a call or the information is gone over, or when you get into your back office, you're going to click on here, click on this, click on that, so you can see this here chart. Look at that chart. That chart will explain why it's 300, but what you receive in return. See all that conversation that I just had? Now that person is signed up, number one, under me. I made sure that they got their e-wallet. I made sure that they knew that it was $149 a month. I made sure to let them know to get your link back over to Team Royal. And all of a sudden, you're going to see 3 people there. So you have to pay attention to your back office. Come to the call. You'll find out when a promise delivered is launched, and you'll find out what's happening with that. I do suggest you check that out too. You got to sell it. Word of mouth beats any advertisement. Why? Because the person already knows you. A commercial doesn't. It's a commercial. Most people click through or skip commercials. They can't skip you because they're sitting in front of you. So you let them know about a promise delivered. I would recommend inviting them to the call. And when you get them here, raise your hand. Hey, I brought my friend Alberta. She's new to the call. You know what I do every time I hear that. Well, welcome to the call. Have you been to? You know me. I'm going to push it. And the reason why I do that is I want you to do the same thing I do on this call. You come to the call every week. You listen to me go over this stuff. I want you to do the same thing. Remember, I said eventually all of you, you are the core group. You guys are the first ones in this thing. You're going to wind up doing exactly what I'm doing. Some of you will hold a call, some of you won't. But you're going to wind up doing the same thing I'm doing. Watch what I tell you. And I encourage that. The same way I encourage you to do something on the website at every grade. If you listen to the video, you'll hear in there, encouraged to share an entrepreneurial project, right? On every grade. You're putting something in there. So the back office should swell daily, weekly, monthly. There should be almost 1,000 products, services, this or that on every grade. I'm going to start it out with what I have. You guys are going to add your stuff in there. The only thing that will not be allowed in that back office is a MLM platform. None. None will be allowed. All right. So with that being said, only entrepreneurial products, services will be allowed, and that's extra income on the same platform that is going to bless you immensely. So again, what we have is extremely special. Team Royal truly is, because it's guaranteed and you receive it every day. Whatever level you're at, it comes at 5 o'clock every day. You get a text message. And in that text message, it says, congratulations, you have just received your whatever, $5, $20, $50, $150. So far, that's the highest number. We're going to hear higher numbers very shortly. Every day, 5 o'clock, you receive. Not Monday through Friday. Not on the weekend. Every day. Okay? This is what you have at your disposal. Do not trash it up by not doing all the steps. If you're going to invite somebody, make sure you know how to invite someone. If you don't know how, please ask me. Do a 3-way. Listen to me do it. Take notes and then you copy. I put that out months ago. No one is called with another person on the phone. No one. 3-ways have always been available. That's why I gave you the hours, 9 to 9. And why I'm getting calls at 10:30 and 11 o'clock, I just don't understand. I'm going to start calling you at 4:30 when I got to get up and see how you feel. All right? The steps are the same regardless. Now, once a promise delivered launches, the process is going to extremely get crazy, because each person that comes through there creates 2 positions over here. Now, we've had this discussion, and I said that there was people that said, I don't want the 2 extra positions. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe it's just me. But those 2 positions that are being created by a promise delivered are on purpose. Everybody wants to see a very handsome income from Team Royal. And like I have said, and I will continue to say, and some of you are going to start saying it, 1 position with Team Royal is worth thousands. And I can confidently say that because I'm actually receiving it. So if you have a person that says, oh, this is a scam, or it's this, or they're just trying to get money off of you, please bring them to me so I can prove it to them. The sad part is, it's easy to tear something down, easier to tear it down than it is to support it. Because see, when you tear it down, you put a rope around one of the beams and pull it and run. Very little effort, complete damage, destruction. Okay? Complete destruction. Now, to support something, you actually have to stand there, put your shoulder in and lean in. I support this. And it's going to do the same to you. Once you lean in, somebody on your left side is going to lean in and push you up. Now both of you are pushing, and you've created a foundation. What we got here is serious. You'll see what I'm saying. I know you keep hearing me say this, but wait till A Promise Delivered launches. And those two positions start flying in times everybody here. The 75, the first 75 creates 150 positions. That's the first 75 people that are already locked in to start. Behind that is 360. 360 times 2, 6 and 6 is 12. 6, that's 720 positions. 720 positions. We're only talking about the spreadsheet, y'all. The white positions, I think there's, I don't know, maybe there's a total of 800. So there's probably another 3, 2.5, 3. Even at the lowest, 2.5, that's another 500 positions. Now you see why I said we can't create people and put them behind you, but we can create positions. That's where the 2 LLCs come in. So we need to have that conversation now. Now that this person that you signed up is in, they've been to a call, they've heard me talk about certain things, and then we're talking about LLCs. Well, why is he talking about these LLCs or trusts or foundations or something with an EIN number? Why is he talking about that? Because when A Promise Delivered launches and you go in it, when you get to the 4th grade, it's going to pay for a position for you. You put an LLC in. Now, I just said something, and I want to see if you caught it. When you join A Promise Delivered and you get to the 4th grade, A Promise Delivered is going to purchase that position for $398, right? It's not going to ask you to go in your pocket and bring out $398 like someone said it does. No. A Promise Delivered is providing $400 for you to use the $398. Not once, but twice. There's those 2 positions. Each position is going to do the same thing. It's going to sign up. It's going to return its form. All the steps is repeated 2 more times, and that's the last time someone will have to do that. Once they've done it the 2nd time, there's no more signing up. There's no need. You will have so much coming at you. The only thing you'll sign up for is a med bed appointment or a dental appointment, whatever, because it won't be looking for money. Now, we've explained the LLCs. Why are they? They create positions. These positions are going behind everyone through the system that we have put together. 3 under 3 under 3. Right? There's going to be a group of us doing it. In about 6 months, there's going to be 2 groups of us doing it. Or less, because once we hit the KOD network, I'm probably going to have to farm this out to a professional company. Because they're going to come too fast. There's no way we could keep up with them. But Team Royal is only for the United States. So we have to say that one. Now that I've not said a lot, I want you to start saying it too. Team Royal is domestic only. A Promise Delivered is worldwide. Okay? So if you're talking to someone in Kenya, you know they can't go to Team Royal. So they would just withdraw or purchase something at that 4th grade level. then subscribe, then donate. That's it. All of that will be written out. All of this whole call really will be written out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me time to put it together. All right. So the last part of Team Royal's conversation this evening is I hope you were paying attention. I'm almost going to have to start doing like I do with the kids, give you homework and then check you next week. I don't want to do that because you're adults. I'm leaving it up to you. Okay? Now, like I said, the assistance is not on yet, so do not tell someone that they can join and they're going to get $100 from me. Don't do that. It's not available yet. Because you will wind up sending that $100, not me. That was a gift. Now, I will start it back up once I'm whole. I messed up, was helping everybody else and didn't help me. Now I'm in trouble. Not bad trouble, but it's fixable. All right. That's it. I don't have anything else. Wow. So let's go into Q&A. Now, if there was something I missed, I made there's something in the back of my hair that's saying I missed something. I can't think of what it is. I'm sure it'll come up in the question. So let me turn this where you guys can unmute. Hold on. Michael?
Yes, might want to mention the fact that before a Promise Delivered launches, that if anybody comes into Team Royal, they are to wait to purchase their business and wait before purchasing their membership until after they have 3 people under them, because that's the one that's going to get your daily pay. Otherwise, it has no value to you except for you're shooting out another 150. So wait till you have your 3 under you before purchasing that.
Thank you. I knew it was something. You brought it to me earlier and it went out the left window. But that is a major one because that's happened more than once. And that's part of following the steps. You cannot and should not purchase that outside membership until you have seen 3 people placed under you. Now, here's the second part to that. If you see the 3 people and they don't turn green, and now, what does that mean? Turn green. I'm going to have to do a back office training, but you got to go into your back office, click on team. When you click on team over in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see placement. You want to click on that drop down and you'll see genealogy. Click on genealogy and then you'll see those 3 people. If they signed up properly, like you did all the steps, did return the form and all that. They did all that good stuff. Their little button next to them will turn green. If it's purple, their payment didn't go through. Don't get that outside membership. Wait a day. The next one down. Let's say that one never even showed up because that happened to this gentleman right here. Sent them the link. Oh, I'll sign up. I'll do it. Yeah. Never signed up. Happened to my sister. Sent 3 people that link. 2 of them signed up. The third one, I don't know where they went. They didn't call me and say, I couldn't afford it, this, that, and the other. Go ahead and replace me. None of that. She's sitting with 2 people to this day. And see, that is the problem with trying to introduce people to something new. You have to follow instructions. The reason the instructions were put together is to make sure that everything goes smooth and everybody receives what they're supposed to receive. When you see 3 green lights, that's your green light to go for your outside membership, period. Now, like we're in this situation right now, A Promise Delivered has not launched yet, and people are coming up on that 30-day mark where that payment has to come out. Watch the back office start to turn red, because they're either going to not pay it or say, I can't afford it, whatever reason. After the next 4 days, 5 days, I think was the end of the month, 5 days, 6 days, whatever it is, check your back office. Now, hopefully, like I said, hopefully things get done. It is not, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not blaming anyone. Life happens. When something is good about to happen, the enemy is going to get up and get busy to try to delay it. When you're going to bless people immensely, financially, something's going to say, let's try to slow that up. But they can't stop it. And hopefully they get everything squared away sooner than 30 days that they asked for. 4th grade has been integrated. All it is a virtual debit card. It's a gift card, basically. Simple fix. But it has to be put into the software. Done. So all we're waiting for is that completion, and we can go. Michael?
Yes, I have one remark. I see on chat that somebody's asking, and I'll let you give the answer. What happens if you already have an outside membership without your 3? How can we fix it? And you and I have discussed that, so I'll let you tell the group.
I would actually call in and tell them to suspend it. That's all. You got, it's not going to hurt anything. It doesn't create any kind of commission. It is just inflow to the company. So just suspend it. Don't quit. Suspend it. Just call in and tell them you need to suspend it. I don't have my 3 people yet. They will understand completely.
And make sure you tell them which one for sure, the email that you've got it under and what you've got. Don't suspend the wrong one.
Right. So that, like I said, all this stuff is connected and everything is signed up under specific emails. Thank you, Michael. Your main position is under an email address separate from the outside membership. The LLCs cannot have your name in it nowhere. It's going to need its own email address, and an outside membership for it is going to need a different email. So you're going to need 6, 7 email addresses. At least 7. Have them on standby. All right. Jillian.
Yeah, as far as getting the outside or anything suspended, they want you to email them from the email address requesting this whatever you want suspended. So I had a member who's going out of the country for several weeks, and she didn't want the monthly to hit. She had to email. The instructions were to email from that account, say you want to suspend it, and they will. They emailed her the next day, told her that they removed the credit card off of the file, and when she gets back into country, she can put the card back on and get back in. So you must email. Don't call them. They want you to email because they want to make sure that someone isn't suspending your account and you're not aware of it. So it must be an email.
Perfect. Thank you. So like Jillian said, I'm just going to jump on top. Use that email address that you signed up with to request that suspension. If you are following directions, this should not happen like that. And when I write this all up, it's going to be in there. So we shouldn't see this happening anymore. But if it does, that's what's going on. But again, once a promise delivered launches, we will not have a shortage of positions. I have to be careful not to say people, positions. Okay? It's easier to create positions than it is people. It takes 9 months and 2 consenting people. You know what I mean? Any other questions? Go ahead and click on the reactions button and raise your hand, and I will take your question. If not, I'm going to stop YouTube so they're not crazy long.